to the Kang Dynasty. The Kang Dynasty was going to be the most epic film in the history of the MCU. In this scene, Kang the Conqueror was going back to his traditional green color. He was going to be merged into this. The Kang that's fighting them is not the Kang that you saw in Ant-Man and the Wasp. But that Kang is going to emerge and end up helping the Avengers. And he was alluding to that, is that they're going to need him to fight these other Kangs because they're coming. Now, make no mistake, this has been one of the greatest moments in the history of the MCU. This Kang was very much malicious in his attack. Doctor Strange dies in the Kang Dynasty. Carol Danvers, she dies. And so does the character of Carol Danvers dies saving the Young Avenger, which was the Arrow Girl. She saved her. Vision goes in and tries to save the character that's played by Angelina Jolie from the Eternals. And she dies by Kang's hands. But Kang killing Doctor Strange was the biggest shock and the devastating news of all of this. The only two people who survived was Haley Stanfield and White Vision. Now, this fight scene happens in another timeline. So it's not the final timeline. It's a whole nother division. And you learn that later on in the film, that this is not the timeline that you think is the main timeline. Well, Kang's doing what he normally does. He's picking the right moment to make his moment. Young T'Challa was also in this film. He's now a 20-year-old man. As time has fast forwarded, he went from a little boy to like a teenager. I think he's like 14 or 15 or around that area, but 16 or something like that. But he's young. T'Challa's young. And they're gonna recast his character, of course. But remember, he's a young boy in that movie that is seen. So it's already been years past. And now he is the king of Wakanda. And he's the Black Panther. They didn't say he's King T'Challa. They call him Prince T'Challa. He does not have to take the serum. The serum is in his bloodline. So he does not need the herb. He already has the power in his genes. Unlike everyone else who had to take it, he was born Black Panther. You're gonna learn that too in the film Kang Dynasty as they get ready. But you would have seen the Young Avengers come together, and they form that. Yeah, it's destroyed. The plot. Well, they know of Doctor Doom, Victor Doom. See, on Earth 616, Victor Doom was apparently stopped. Apparently, that Doctor Doom was stopped. But you're going to find that out now in Doomsday. What's going to happen with the timelines and all of the line jumping and all of that. No. See, that's where people get things wrong and a little twisted, especially with me. I don't look at things that way. I look at it from a different perspective of the art form. There was a manhunt for the King, the Conquerors. They were being hunted by the TV. Oh, they were being hunted by the TVA. And while being hunted by the TVA, there's a lot of things transpiring that yeah, because Loki ended up you know, being the timeline. Doctor Doom ends up working with Kang the Conqueror. And while him working with Kang the Conqueror, he was able to assist Kang and help him kill Loki. And what was going to be an epic battle. Doctor Doom succeeds in killing Loki. So now, after killing Loki, everything changes. The timeline is failing. And this would lead everything into Secret Wars, which is called Doomsday. That's how the Kang Dynasty was going to end in a big showdown with Loki. And Doctor Doom's going to partner with Kang the Conqueror as Kang was getting ready to lose after he was reigning. All the Kangs were reigning. And they were wiping out the Avengers everywhere. So that scene that you're seeing from the cover art is from one of the timelines, another one of the Kangs, the Kang the Conqueror that we know. That's comic book accurate. He's wiping the floor with the Avengers. Iron Man gets killed, but you don't see him talk or anything. You just see his suit. You see him come in. You hear Jarvis's voice, but you don't hear Tony Stark. And Iron Man is killed relatively. He's killed very swiftly. He made quick work Yeah, so anyway. So Jarvis was the voice, and Iron Man was destroyed. Then you saw all of the Avengers fall one by one. Then you start to realize that this is another timeline. Doctor Strange gets killed, and everybody's shocked. Captain Marvel dies. People are like, whoa, and the movie is just getting started. Like, just getting started. And then you realize it's not a dream sequence. This is really happening. But Doctor Strange and others are dreaming. They think they're dreaming this, but this is actually happening in other timelines. See, what you didn't see in Captain America, what you were supposed to see in Brave New World, was a trailer or what was going to be a cut sequence of Jonathan Majors and Ant-Man, Scott Lang. So Scott Lang's gonna run into him and go, hey. He's talking to Captain America, and he's like, I have to tell you what happened. He's gonna tell him about Quantum Mania. It says, this guy, he's gone, but it kind of feels like he's still here. And he's like, it's kind of weird to explain. He says, oh, tell me what happened, Tic Tac. So he keeps calling him Tic Tac and all of this, right? They have this banter that goes on, and he explains, like, I got a feeling, man, something is coming. This guy, his name is Kane, and all of this. And as they walk and they're talking about it, and they're like in Scott Lang's town, you know, when he had that, when he was, welcome back in the town. And when they walk past, there's a Jonathan Major picture of this guy winning an award for this and that, and it was like Jonathan Major's character, another variant of Kang, who was just receiving an award for his invention that he created. So you could see the Kang variant is alive and well in the comic. Well, in that whole sequence, that was going to be setting up the next sequence of events, as they got Bucky Barnes, who's running for Congress, as they did in the comics. He was Congressman Barnes, and he still goes out and fights. Was going to set up the Thunderbolts movie, tied in with Captain America, which is going to bridge into the Young Avengers. They're going to still try to promote and boost that up as they get ready for now. It was supposed to be the Kang Dynasty. Now it's going to switch over to the Doomsday, which is going to be the Planet Hulk movie that they're going to bridge into Doomsday. So don't expect the Hulk movie. Just expect that to be included in Doomsday, where She-Hulk will make her reappearance right along with the Hulk and his son. And they're going to be on Battleground, where Doom is going to take over and basically rule and judge people from the Battleground or whatever. So all of these movies would have went together in sequence. But at the end of the Kang Dynasty, Kane is going to recruit Dr. Doom, give him these powers so that he can kill Loki. Because Kane can't do it. He would see Kane coming a mile away, but he wouldn't see Dr. Doom. And that's how Doom was able to get in there and kill him and snap the neck of Loki. And as the timelines were dying, Doom grabs him and then everything turns to a whole new color, and now Doom is running the timelines. So now the secret war or whatever is all finna come to a head. Oh, I think they just snapped my whole video down. That's crazy. I think Marvel just took the video down. I was revealing too much. Marvel just said, oh, clip him. Yeah, so. Yeah, well. It all depends on what, what we like and what we don't like. Pretty much. Yes. Dr. Doom will get killed at the end of, well, the movie's not coming out, but that might be in the script of Doomsday. That's how Doomsday starts. So that was supposed to be the end of the Kang Dynasty. That might be the end of Doomsday now. So. And it's fight time. Look at Lamont Roach coming to the ring. Got the fight everywhere. All right, Lamont, let's see what you got. I'm watching the fight, not a movie. So, I would love to see how they're gonna proceed with the rest of the plans for the movie.
Since then, he's been more aggressive, scoring 6 knockdowns in 6 fights, half of those ending in knockouts. Speaking of knockouts, here comes a KO King.
here comes Tank. Hey, let me get a 312. You got it in bottle? 312?
I don't have 312. Not anymore.
Oh. Let me get a Corona then.
You want mine?
Yes. Okay, you can give me a tap.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Jim Jones is bringing him out to the ring. Jim Jones and Dipset. That's crazy. The Dipset. Dipset.
Can you feel the excitement? Can you feel the electricity? This is the biggest star in the United States. He's showing you off right now.
This is why this building is full.
Kang Davis, the biggest star in the United States. That's a lot.
Maybe from Baltimore, Barclays Center is his home.
3-0 here. It's where he won his first title at the age of 22. What another title.
Well, Jimmy got to get a check.
And now Gervonta Davis making his way into his office.
He about to lose. You got Joel Santana and Jim Jones leading you to the ring. So I'm gonna watch this and we'll chat later.